Welcome all to what I'm sure is going to be an unmissable game. Here's the key information. We have a side looking to make it into the exclusive knockout stage of the competition. A victory does it, but anything less than that could lead to all sorts of complications. Everybody is ready to go once we have the formalities out of the way. Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Madrid are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
And we're underway. He goes long. And through to the goalkeeper. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Good ball, it's Vigo! Still goalless at the moment. He's made sure that that won't get through. Pamplona have a free kick. Madrid disappoint. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's played forward.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It's out for a goal kick. Forward it goes. Across the field it goes. Zidane. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Madrid need a win here to make it through. A real chance to break. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the
hits one! What a wonderful goal!
Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Madrid take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Plays it over to the other flank. Makaleli. Fernando. Forward it goes. Looking for space out wide. Vigo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. Madrid have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Hoists it forward. Oh, sweet feet. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. And time is up. Madrid have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
Barcelona are a team on the cusp. On the verge of progressing to the knockout stages, all they need here is a point, a mission which you would certainly consider to be well within them. Their supporters certainly believe that. They're out in great force, and are they to get their wish? Well, one suspects strongly that they will. Optimism pervades the place. This is, of course, the Camp Nou, one of the best known, perhaps the best known of all the venues in European football. Barcelona looking to finish the job here, and to do so with appropriate style, Jim.
Well, Peter, this has nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
So we're up and running. Cuts it out. Well, that's where he wants it. Now the counter. Looks to clip it forward. Up towards the front line. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. He's had a look, hits one! This could fall anywhere! Defenders on the back foot. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's got... and the finish! There it is! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Barcelona take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Rivaldo! Taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Keeper's got good distance on that. And the weighted pass. Breaks on here. And it's half-time here. We can review the first half.
Barcelona are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. To the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Reisiger. Luis Enrique. Decent looking ball. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
It's anyone's ball. Koku floats one over. It's come loose. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rivaldo! That is absolutely glorious! A finish of true class! And surely that settles it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Well played, he saw that coming. Triol. Over to the left. Tries lifting it over. Has he found his man? Just brushed off the ball there. Alava making another change here. That's put paid to a promising move. Rivaldo. Danny. Danny! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Barcelona are making a change now.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Right through the middle, big chance! Really well taken goal. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Rivaldo gets the better of his man. Shade too heavy, keeper could pick that up. Rivaldo looking to break it, shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped. Oh. And that's that. Just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it, an experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you wherever you are for what looks as though it is going to be a crucial game in the group stages. It was always going to come down to this eventually. The margin for error has been removed and we deal with absolutes. What can happen here over a very short span will be definitive. The group stages have to lose some teams, and that is where these teams are focused. No doubt this will be a brilliant, unmissable game for the neutrals, but it is laced potentially with cruelty, as so often at this stage of the competition, because something has to give. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. There's the whistle, and here we go. And there's a long ball. Could be thinking of... He's had a go!
Mallorca have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
And help's available out wide. Can he find a finish now? And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Gets wrestled off the ball. A real chance to break. He's through the middle. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's played forward. Still waiting for the first goal. Gets it back. Plays it out to the wing. Gets into some space. Gets good distance on it. Gets it back. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What's the first half compared with your expectations?
Bilbao have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Steered forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Here's the cross.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
He's gone for it! Yes! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Mallorca have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Mallorca showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Nadal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to make...
It's an untidy challenge, free kick given.
Mallorca are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And it's got through. Timely intervention.
Bilbao can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Quick glance at goal. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
San Sebastian are on the cusp of making the knockout stage. Ever since the groups were announced, this is where they wanted to be, and indeed felt they ought to be. There is a sense of genuine theatre here. The loyal supporters hope it is all going to be wrapped up in the next couple of hours. 3 points will guarantee that they get their wish. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
So it's away we go then. And he's going long. And he's there to clear it. Plays it long. Has a pop! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage. Look, there are some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this.
And that has been cleared. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Looks to clip it forward. Well positioned to make that interception.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Real chance! There's a goal! really is so impressive.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
San Sebastian have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
That's great strength on the ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Gets it back. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Navas. And that's a throw-in. He gets past his man, battles to win it back. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Sousa. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
San Sebastian leading 1-0 at the break. We're into the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. San Sebastian just about have their noses in front. Plays it out to the flank. Over it comes. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the counter is on. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. With a delicate ball. Has a look and plays it in. Away from immediate danger. Ball is over the line. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well read, he sorted that out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Cut out in the nick of time. Navas. The win here is so important to their ambitions. And the shot! Yes, it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Oh, good shot at goal! That's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Rapidly approaching the end. San Sebastian look as though they are set to go out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Forward it goes.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. San Sebastian are out. And that means there is no place for them in the knockout stage. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it all came down to this, and they had to produce to ensure qualification, and they've not delivered. I think looking back over the campaign, have they given enough? Do they deserve more? Probably not.
Valencia have just one thing on their minds, and that is to ensure that that coveted place in the knockout stages is theirs after 90 minutes. They have the luxury of knowing it is in their own hands. 3 points would be plenty to see them through. However, anything less than that, and it could become precarious. The look on the faces of the players, nothing but utterly focused. They know what they have to do. A big performance now will count. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
Now we're on the way. Plays it long. Looking to hit the front line. He's made sure that that won't get through. Gonzalez. Has he picked him out? Gets into a dangerous position. Cut out in the nick of time. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern. And
Las Palmas have a free kick. Goes for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Played into space out wide. Going through. Turns and goes back. Valencia get it back again. Hits one! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Valencia take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Over to the left. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Victory now would mean so much. That is going to be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Valencia head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. We're into the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. Valencia just about have their noses in front. Gonzalez. Well, that's where he wants it. Done very well to intervene. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Now, can he capitalise?
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Pete.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
He's got options out wide. He's still going. Where to next? Hit into the middle. Repelled by the keeper.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Defending was strong and firm. Gonzalez. He gets past his man.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Valencia need to hold on for a few more moments. Hoists it forward. Danger averted for now. So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Valencia certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And that's it. Oh, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
Hello and welcome all to what I'm sure is going to be an unmissable game. Here's the key information. We have a side looking to make it into the exclusive knockout stage of the competition. A victory does it, but anything less than that could lead to all sorts of complications. Everybody is ready to go once we have the formalities out of the way. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures.
So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defense that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
So it's away we go then. There's a long ball. And it's played forward. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Attempts to play it through. Cleared without complication. Hoists it forward. And that has been clubbed away. Forward it goes. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's in, surely. Has a hit! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well positioned to make that interception. Hoists it forward. Villarreal have to win if they're to make it. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. It's found its way to him. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. It's come through. Tries a shot! It's in! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Villarreal. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's the first half compared with your expectation.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Villarreal in control at half-time, 2-0. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. Massive leap! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Danger averted for now. It's a brilliant interception. Loses his balance and loses the ball. The defence can get it clear. Hoists it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Looking to... has a pop! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Tenerife are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Play for a throw. Forward it goes. Over to the left. Big chance! Has a goal! He's going in for the follow-up. Yes! And they are cruising away. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. And the finish! Fence has got rid of that. And that's that. Now just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you wherever you are for what looks as though it is going to be a crucial game in the group stages. It was always going to come down to this eventually. The margin for error has been removed and we deal with absolutes. What can happen here over a very short span will be definitive. The group stages have to lose some teams, and that is where these teams are focused. No doubt this will be a brilliant, unmissable game for the neutrals, but it is laced potentially with cruelty, as so often at this stage of the competition, because something has to give. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. So we're up and running. Chance to shoot. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
And he heaves it forward.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Forward it goes. So it is still 0-0. Hits one! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Out to the right. Quick glance. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
That's not going to make it. Played out to the right. Looking for a decent ball in. Gets it back. And that has been clubbed away. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Good take, and he's had a look. Has a pop! Oh, a very decent attempt.
Shapes for an overhead.
And he's there to clear it. Well positioned to make that interception. Ball's gone out of play. That's a real chance! And he's found the net! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Goes long. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Cleared without complication. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, there's something you don't see every day. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Vallecas don't have many options, and time is running out. Plays it out to the flank. It's found its way to him. It has shot a goal! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And that will be the final act. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So we're up and running. Duda. It's a promising ball. Goes for goal! And he's there to hoof it away. And it's played forward. He spotted the run and played him through. They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Played back in. Has a pop! Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
There's a long ball. Hit into the middle. Hoists it forward. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Sevilla seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And if anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. We're already back underway here.
Sevilla clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
What an adventurous run from a defender. It's a loose ball. Chance!
Oh, that was no routine save. Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Plays it over to the other flank. Decent looking ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Has a shot! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
He's played it short. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And that's out of reach. Malaga are making a change now. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Malaga making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Very well to intervene. They've got a corner here. But there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but...
Heads it! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Going through, pings it in, timely intervention. Forward it goes. They are right into last chance territory.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well read, he sorted that out. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Tries to get it forward quickly. And time is up. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge. And it has finished goalless. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talk. And it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you wherever you are for what looks as though it is going to be a crucial game in the group stages. It was always going to come down to this eventually. The margin for error has been removed and we deal with absolutes. What can happen here over a very short span will be definitive. The group stages have to lose some teams, and that is where these teams are focused. No doubt this will be a brilliant, unmissable game for the neutrals, but it is laced potentially with cruelty as so often at this stage of the competition, because something has to give. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And already we're underway here. Tries to dink it in. Danger averted for now. Plays it back. Quick glance, has a goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Stop from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Up to meet it. He will be livid with himself.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Offside that time. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Battles to win it back. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Still goalless. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Chance! Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. La Coruña have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Oh, good interception. Floats one over. And that's been levered clear. Has a pop! great leap! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Hoists it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Forward it goes. Defending was strong and firm. What an adventurous run from a defender.
La Coruña clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability
Shoots! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
La Coruña merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
La Coruña head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. La Coruña carrying a 1-goal lead. Oh, that's neat. Acuña. He's in! Has a hit! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are right back in business. And he's produced a beauty.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
He's got away. Shoots! It's a goal! And they're back in front.
La Coruña are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
La Coruña take the lead. Tries to locate someone up front. Plays it over to the other flank. Silva. It's the through ball. And the shot! In it goes! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Time for a change in personnel. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
La Coruña take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, it's been an absolutely...
He's gone for it!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Nicely measured pass. He's had a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Almost nothing left on the clock here. Zaragoza have the look of condemned men. Elimination almost a certainty now. Looks to bypass the midfield. And now they can launch a counter. Gets it back. He's looking to get there first. Now a chance to break. And he's there to hoof it away. So that's it. It is all over. The manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
La Coruña were totally organised, disciplined and professional here throughout. They knew exactly what they were doing and duly assured.
And so the prevalent question on everybody's mind ahead of the game here, will they make it out of the group stage? Well, the odds are very, very good on paper. A single point is all that they need, and they need no favours from anybody else. It is in their hands. The faithful has every right to expect, to believe, a feeling very much reflected in the pre-match atmosphere. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Vigo looking to finish the job here, and to do so with appropriate style, Jim.
Well, when you consider, Peter, how hard they've worked to be on the threshold of the next phase, they ought to be thoroughly focused and determined to wrap it up now. If their attitude and application remains as it's been through the group, then they should be fine. But if they suffer a moment's hesitation or doubt, as we've seen in the past, it could prove very costly.
So off we go then. Forward it goes. Luis Garcia gets wrestled off the ball. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Valladolid have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Real chance!
Mighty close. Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
It is deadlocked. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's been taken straight back. And he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Be a throw-in. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Well weighted. Going through. Oh, good. He's gone for it! Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been...
Has a hit! Yes, it's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
It's being played forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And the defence can get it clear. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Time to deliver. Just wouldn't be beaten there.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Big chance! One goes for goal! He scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Terrific audacity, just gorgeous skill.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Well, that's where he wants it. Plays it out to the flank. It's on a shoots! Gets it back. Looks to thread it through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shoots! Valladolid keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Hoists it forward. That's a decent ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And that is that.
Vigo have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. Well, how will we look back on that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.